When I share that I launched my personal brand and went from no sales to consistent 20K months in just 90 days, people have questions. And the two most common questions I get are, what did you sell and what tools or softwares did you use to do it? Today, I'm going to be answering that second question, sharing the exact tools I used to launch my personal brand and generate all those sales. But I'm also going to go a step further because I made some pretty big mistakes that 6 years later, I'm still paying for, and I want to help you avoid those. So let's get into it. My name is Jordan Mailey, and I grew my online business from scratch to consistent 20K months in just 90 days. Today, I run a global brand that's done over 7 figures in sales, and I'm here to give entrepreneurs like you the blueprint to grow your audience and automate your sales so you can build a profitable personal brand that works for you 24/7 so you don't have to. If you're new here, be sure and hit that subscribe button. I put out brand new videos on this channel every single week, and I don't want you to miss the next free training I release. All right, so before we get started, can we just agree on one thing? Choosing which tech to use for your online business is a freaking headache. Whether it's choosing the right email autoresponder, the right web host, funnel builder, payment processor, project management software, social media content planner, whatever, it feels like there are so many options and everybody has an opinion. So in the early days of business, it's really tough because you're constantly trying to weigh features against price. Because let's be real, those monthly subscription costs add up real fast, and it can be really hard to find something that has all the features you need now, but will also grow with you as your business grows. But here's the thing, okay? 6 years in, these decisions really haven't become any easier, because while switching funnel builders or email autoresponders can be a pretty simple thing when you have one funnel and a few hundred contacts, the bigger your business gets, the more complex it gets and the more moving pieces you have to consider anytime you make a switch. I think the real problem at any stage is that you don't know what you don't know. You can make a decision that feels best at the time, but really isn't the best decision long term. But you won't even figure that out until months or years down the road. Let me give you an example. When I first launched my personal brand, I chose an email autoresponder that fit my budget. Makes sense, right? Except I didn't know that that software wasn't robust enough to support my business long term, and actually was going to end up being more expensive than others because it charged based on the amount of contacts you had in your account. I've shared that when I started my brand, I grew from scratch to 20K months in 90 days, which means about 3 months into my business, I found out the hard way that I was really overpaying for a program that didn't even have all the features I needed to support a business of that size. So I did what I had to do. I switched softwares. But when I did, I ended up losing over 5,000 email subscribers. And because the old software didn't support a lot of the list segmentation and automation features I needed, I was left trying to build these things out from scratch on the fly, while also trying to sort over 15,000 email subscribers to make sure they were tagged properly and put in the right place and getting the right automations. It was a mess. So that brings me to my first piece of advice. When choosing a software or a tool for your business, whenever possible, try to think long term. The mistake I made was that I only looked at budget without consulting a coach or an expert who was already a few steps ahead of me, because here's what I found out. It wouldn't have been much more expensive to choose a better software. I just didn't know what alternatives to look at or even know which features I should look for because I was so new. You're already doing better than I was because you're watching this video. So I'm going to share the exact tools you need in order to scale to those 20K months as quickly as possible, and I'm going to share what to look for so that you can make the best decision for your budget today while also setting yourself up for growth in the future. When launching an online business, there is a core group of programs that you need in order to start generating sales. First, you need a software that you can use to deliver your paid offers. Whether you're selling a PDF workbook, a 60-minute masterclass training, a coaching program, or a full-fledged signature course with multiple modules and lessons and resources, the requirements are surprisingly similar. The software needs to include a password-protected login area, so only your paying customers can access your content. It needs to include options to host video lessons, text-based lessons, and downloadable resources. And ideally, it needs to be able to automatically generate a username and password and a welcome email immediately after your new customer makes their purchase, so that they don't have to wait on you to set up and send their login details. So I learned this the hard way when I decided I could simply upload my course video to YouTube, publish it as unlisted so it didn't actually show on my channel or in YouTube search results, and then just email the link out to new people as they purchased. The problem is that anyone could access that video as long as they had the link, link, and it only takes one person to forward an email to their friends or post that link in a Facebook group, and boom. Now you've got hundreds or even thousands of people accessing your course material who've never paid for it. Not only is this not fair to you, but it's really not fair to the people who do pay for it. So don't make that mistake. Once I realized this mistake, I chose to move my course hosting over to Kajabi, which is truly one of the best course hosting platforms on the market. The problem is you pay for that premium service, and my Kajabi account costs around $272 a month. Next, you need a way to process and collect payments, which means you need some kind of checkout form and an account with a payment processor. The two most popular payment processors are Stripe and PayPal. They integrate with just about any checkout software, and they're free to set up, so that's what I recommend. The way these companies make money is they charge a tiny processing fee for each transaction, which is standard across the board for any payment processor. One mistake I did not make, but that I have seen too many peers make, is going with a payment processor that is specifically tied to your checkout form software. So for example, if you have Keep, which used to be Infusionsoft, you can use their payment processor to save a small percentage on that processing fee. The same is true for many checkout softwares. But two that I'm personally familiar with are GrooveFunnels, which offers Groove Pay for payment processing, and Samcart, which offers SamPay for payment processing. Sounds great because you're saving money. But the problem is once you start processing payments through one payment processor, you're pretty much stuck with them for life, especially if you have any kind of subscription-based products or recurring payments. Then if that company decides they no longer want to innovate, you're stuck. For example, I've got a good friend who's been stuck with a company for years, despite the fact that their checkout forms are not integrated to be mobile friendly, and that company continues to raise their monthly fees. But if they cancel, they will literally lose all of their recurring revenue because they use their payment processor. This is why I recommend that regardless of which checkout form program you use a third-party processor like Stripe or PayPal, so you're always free to leave in the future. Today, I recommend using a funnel builder that also includes checkout forms. That was surprisingly hard to find back in 2017 when I started my business, which is why I chose to go with Samcart. They have been wonderful, but they are pretty pricey at around $300 a month just for your checkout forms. Thankfully, I did use Stripe and PayPal to process my payments, so I haven't been stuck with them long term as more affordable options come available. Speaking of funnel builders, that's the next piece of software you need, especially if you want to scale quickly and automate the sales process so that your sales are not tied to only the hours that you're working. I launched my business with two very simple sales funnels that lead with free value and offer my paid programs on the back end. These two funnels are what allowed me to scale to 20K months in 90 days, working just about 20 hours a week. And if you want to see the two templates that I used to get these results, you can grab my free automated sales funnel blueprint. In this guide, I outline each funnel step by step so you can copy them in your own business. This resource is totally free and you can grab it now at globalfreedomcommunity.com/blueprint. I've also linked it for you below. When I launched my brand, I used Leadpages as my funnel builder. I had a great experience, but much like Samcart, the problem was that they were only a funnel builder and the price was around $70 a month. Today, there's a lot more affordable all-in-one type systems available, and ultimately I ended up switching, which I'll share more about in just a minute. So far, we've covered course hosting software, checkout form and payment processor, and the funnel builder. These three tools alone will allow you to capture leads, convert sales, and deliver your paid offers. But you need one more piece to make it all work, and that's your email service provider. If someone opts into a free resource through your funnel, you need to be able to send them an email with a link to access that resource. If someone purchases something from you, you need to be able to send them an email with their login details so they can get to your customer portal and access their purchase. And in between, you need to be sending out weekly nurturing emails to the leads who are on your list, either in the form of a weekly newsletter or a weekly video content piece like the video that you're watching right now. So, for example, every single week when this video goes live, at the exact same time, an email goes out to my list with a little blurb about the video and a link to come and watch it. Those emails are pre-written, scheduled in advance, and automatically sent to my entire email list, which as of the time of this recording, is a little over 22,000 people. In addition to those emails, we also have automated email sequences that welcome new subscribers to the list and upgrade current subscribers into other programs we want to sell or recommend. I already shared that in the beginning, I chose an email service provider that was strictly based on price. That was a huge mistake that ended up costing me tens of thousands of dollars in lost revenue, and about 90 days into my business, I ended up transitioning over to Keep, which at the time was Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft. It took 6 weeks of working with their onboarding team to learn how to use the software, and they honestly haven't been that great at innovating, which is why a couple of years ago I switched to ActiveCampaign. If I were to recommend a standalone email service provider, ActiveCampaign is hands down the one I would recommend. It starts off fairly affordable and it increases as your business grows. The problem is, at around 22,000 contacts, my ActiveCampaign subscription costs around $1,100 a month, which is pretty pricey for a software that only does email. That being said, email is by far the greatest revenue generator in my business. And if there was one software I would say is worth the investment to get right the first time, it's your email list. I do have a better alternative if you're looking for an all-in-one solution though, so hang on because I'm about to talk about that in just a minute. So there you have it. A course hosting platform, a checkout form and payment processor, a funnel builder, and an email service provider. There were lots of other things I used in my business, like social media post schedulers, content planners, booking calendars, etc. But ultimately, those 4 services are what contributed to my business growing from $0 to $20,000 months so rapidly. Now, back in 2017, there weren't any good all-in-one solutions out there for these 4 things, which meant I used Kajabi, Samcart with Stripe and PayPal integrations, Leadpages, and Infusionsoft. Pretty quickly, after adding Kajabi to my list of tools, I also started using them as my funnel builder. The problem is their checkout forms and email capabilities were nowhere near robust enough to support a business of my size. So ultimately, I landed on using Kajabi, Samcart, and ActiveCampaign. Altogether, these tools cost me around $1,172 a month until I hit 20,000 email contacts, at which time the price jumped to almost $1,700 a month, or around $20,000 a year. $20,000 a year in order to scale to $20,000 a month. And obviously, our company is doing quite a bit more than that now, but the expenses have stayed the same as the revenue grows. It's worth it, right? And yet I still struggle to recommend this to my clients, most of whom are brand new, making less than $1,000 a month, because let's be honest, that's a lot of upfront expense when you're trying to get your business off the ground. So I compromised, and for the last couple of years, I've recommended Kajabi as the best all-in-one platform for a new business owner. You can start at around $150 a month, or you can save a little bit and get it for $1,400 a year if you sign up for their annual plan. And despite this being what I felt was the best option, I still didn't love it. The reason being because as your business grows, Kajabi becomes so much more expensive. Its checkout forms and email marketing system are not robust enough to support your business long-term without having to pay for additional software. So as I'm recommending this, in the back of my mind, I'm always wondering, shouldn't there be something better? But no matter how many times I did these late night Google sessions or Zoom call demos or free trial periods, I couldn't find better. And one of my favorite authors, Pastor Mark Batterson, has a phrase that I do my best to live by. Criticize by creating. I was tired of criticizing the lack of affordable but robust software solutions out there, so I decided to create one. And after nearly a year of research and months of building, I'm so excited to unveil Laptop Lifestyle Funnels, the only affordable all-in-one platform designed to help you automate your sales with ease. From custom designed funnel templates, including gorgeous checkout forms that integrate with both Stripe and PayPal, to preloaded Mad Lib style automated email campaigns that are already written and waiting for you to use, to a fully loaded digital offer delivery hub with blueprints to help you create your first or next course or membership, Laptop Lifestyle Funnels is literally everything you need to launch, grow, and scale your business to 20K months and beyond at one affordable price. Over the last few months, we've been testing the platform within my own business and with a select group of about 30 clients. In that time, we've used Laptop Lifestyle Funnels to generate thousands of leads and hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales, and I can confidently say the only thing that's missing is you. We officially opened up the doors to the public this Black Friday, and you will be able to snag some of the most incredible free gifts from me just for signing up for a 14-day free trial and taking the system for a test drive. If you love it, the price moving forward is just $77 a month, or you can get 3 months free instantly and become an annual member for just $677. This best part is this includes unlimited websites, funnels, courses, and email subscribers, along with 10,000 free emails included every single month. When your business grows past the point of needing to send 10,000 emails a month, it's just $1 for every 1,000 additional emails you send. I am so incredibly grateful to my clients who've helped us test this new platform over the last 90 days. And I can't wait to open up the doors and welcome you inside this Black Friday. To get on the waitlist and secure your chance to score all the amazing free gifts we're including in your free trial, head over to globalfreedomcommunity.com/LLF, or just click on the link in the description below. All right, that's all I got that for today. Something really cool that happened recently is the very first funnel that I built on the Laptop Lifestyle Funnels platform actually resulted in our company's first $100,000 day in our business. I broke down everything I did to hit that crazy milestone in this video, which you can watch right here. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go so you'll be notified the next time we release a new training on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.